Guys, next up for the Taj Mahal is the spires. We're going to do the 4 little spires on the top that go in those inset corners, and then the big ones that go outside that are like on a column. So, I'm using Feelin' Spiffy's method of what she does for her happy foods. I've got cherries and carrot. But I'm going to use her same method, how you grow up, I think she calls it. I figured that would work the best, so this is what I came up with. So here's the outside ones, and then here's the ones that go in those little inset corners. So this is what we're going to be doing. So this is what it's going to look like from outside. I had to figure out how to make it bigger because this is the size of the cherry, and it just seemed like it was too skinny, so I made it just a little bit fatter. So here we go. What I do to keep track of what row I'm on, I set my row up, I pull the ones from the bottom up and over, and then I make a mark. So it looks like the silence has been in my bedroom, but I don't really remember. So, it's a Doctor Who joke. So I've got little hash marks. So here we go. Let's do, what time is it? 10? I've got plenty of time. Okay, we can do whichever one. I'll do the big one first. So it's the little fat one. And what I did, you set your loom in your offset position, and we are going to use, I think, these pegs. So you get the little shape here. What you're going to do is you're going to do half of a starburst, like that. And then what she does for her cherries is she does the other half on this peg up here, but it was just a little bit too skinny. So what I did was I just added an extra row. So I went like that, and then went like that, and then I did the other half of the starburst. So this is what you should have. Half a starburst, 1 row, and then the other half of a starburst. And then push down the middles. And then we need to connect these 3 pins. And I just took a band and doubled it and stretched it across all 3. Now we loom out to each peg. It's a little tight, so you just gotta make sure you don't catch on that peg. So we loom out. And then these pegs seem really loose when we do it, but it gets tighter when we do the other bands, so it's okay. These 4 here look really loose, and they are, but that's fine. Now, if you like that cherry and that carrot, little cherries, little carrot, definitely go to Feelin' Spiffy's channel. She has these happy foods that are they're just great. I like making them. They're easy to make. And she's got all different ones up there, and she keeps adding more all the time, so. Okay, so we've loomed out. Now is where we start keeping track of our rows. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 12 rows. And then we're going to reduce. So I'll do the first few rows with you. So you just go around the outside. like that. Then you take the bottom two up and over on all the pegs. And this back peg is the hardest one, but if you go kind of sideways, you can grab it. You can turn your loom around, whatever makes it easier for you. So, there's row 1. I push them down, and then I grab my pencil and I make a little mark, so I know what row I'm on. And do another row. It's very simple, but it's very repetitive. And up and over. Okay, there's row 2. Push them all down, make your mark. And you just keep doing this over and over and over. We're going to do 12 rows like this. But when you get to probably about row 5, you can pull this loop. It'll start getting really tight around those pegs. You can pull it up. So I'm going to do this row with you. Up and over. There's a hair. Push it down. Make another mark. So keep going. That's row 3. I guess I'll just keep going and you can just watch me. Because when we get to row 5, I'll show you how to pull that up. This is actually the bottom of it. So this is what the bottom's going to look like. I find it helps if you kind of hold down on those when you do the up and over. That way you don't pull this band off like that when you're pulling it up and over. So if I kind of put my finger on there, that's just a little trick that I figured out. Okay, push them down. Make our mark. And we should be able to pull those up on this row. Push them down. Make our mark. So now we're at row, whoops. That's row 5. So now, see how it's getting tight around these 3 pegs? Now you can grab your bands and pull them up like that. now as you go, you can grab that and pull it up a little bit. So that's row 5. Keep going until you get to row 12. And I will be back when I get to row 12. Hey guys, I'm doing my 12th row right now. And then I will show you how to reduce. To make the point, because we need a point. Okay. Whoop, only got one. There we go. Okay, so there's row 12. I'm going to push it down. When I reduce, I start with the pointy ends. So that's why I didn't push those down. Okay, now, what you do is you grab the top loop and you pull on it to see which way it came from. It came from this peg, so we're going to pull it to this peg. And then we're going to grab this one and pull it to this peg. And we're going to push those down. Same thing. And if you can't figure out which one's the top one, just separate them. Doesn't really matter which one you do. Grab it, pull it, see where it comes from. It's coming from this peg over here. Push it that way. Grab this one. And go to that peg. And push them down. Now we're just going to do a row on those. And then across the back. And down this side. And then across the front. Now on these 4 corners, there are 3 bands at the bottom. So you gotta flip all 3. Grab them and flip them up. And then these guys will just have 2. And this one's gonna have 3. And this one's gonna have 3. And then, oops, 2 and 2. And then this one is gonna have 3. Push those down again. I'm going to reduce. I'm gonna take this one. Again, separate them. Grab the top one and figure out where it comes from. Looks like it's coming from this peg over here. So I'm gonna put it this way. Grab this one and go the other way. Same thing on this peg. Separate them. Grab the top one, pull it to figure out where it's coming from. It's coming from this peg over here. Try not to lose it. And this one goes back this way. And we're going to push those down. And then we're going to do a row like that. So this one's going to go all the way across the front. This way. This way. All the way across this back. This way. And this way. And then again, these 4 corners are going to have 3 bands that we got to flip. So go down, 3, flip, 3. And this one's only going to have 2. And this one's going to have 3. You basically want to always have 2 bands left on your peg. And it seems to help me. It's easier if I go down in the peg to get all 3, because the hook doesn't always grab all 3. It did that time, of course. And then 2. So if you go down in, it's easier to grab those 3 bands. Push these down again. I'm gonna, nope, it's not gonna pull up, that's fine. Okay, now we're gonna reduce this peg and this peg. So you can do the same thing. Separate it. Grab the top one. Pull it to see where it's coming from. It's coming from this peg, so we're going to take it to the other one. Take that one to the other one. Push those down. Same thing with this one. Grab the top one. Pull it to see where it's coming from. It's coming from this side. And push those down. Now we only have 4 bands to put on, so we're going to put all the way across the front, all the way across the side, all the way across the back, and all the way across this side. And then we're going to take, these each have 3 bands that you have to pull off. Up and over. And then up and over. Up and over, and up and over. And then these bands here aren't really doing anything, they're just there. So I'm going to just pop them up. Now, I'm going to push these down one last time. Then we're going to take one band, I put it on my ring finger, and pinch it with my other fingers. Or ring finger and thumb, like that. We're going to go down through this back peg, pull it off with our hook, but not all the way off, don't pull it all the way. Grab the thumb band, pull it through, put your thumb back in. Go down, pull that off, grab the thumb band, pull it through, and then put your thumb back in. Same thing, down through. Pull it off the peg, pull it through, and then grab the thumb band. I wait to take my thumb out until I've pulled it through. That way, if I miss, I can still grab it. And then this one, we can take it and pull it, whoops, pull it off, put our hook through, and then pull this off the pegs. And now, as rolled outside, we need to roll it back the other way. Just roll it with your finger and get your thumb stuck there. Now we can grab that thumb band again, pull it through. Now we're going to grab the other side and tie a slip knot. Nice and tight. And then grab that little pointy thing and pull to make the point come up. And then there is one of the big spires. Now we've got this loop. All I do, so you can use your rainbow loom hook, I suppose. Put it up through, grab it, and pull it inside. See, this is why I usually use a crochet hook. Yeah, I grabbed another band. Hold on. I can't do it with that. I'm not used to using that. I'm just going to use a crochet hook. You can use that rainbow loom hook. I just can't do it. I always catch other bands. So I'll go up through, catch the little loop, pull it in. Don't pull it tight or anything, just pull it inside. And now, one's a little shorter. That's okay. There we go. So now, you have to do 3 more of these, so you have 4, because they go on each of the corners. So go ahead, go back and do 3 more, and then come back and I will show you how to do the little ones, wherever he went, the little one that goes on the corners of the roof. So go ahead and go back and do your other 3. It is a little taller. Oh well. So hopefully you've gone back and done your other 3 of these big spires. So you have 4. I'm going to do mine later, but I just want to keep going on this video so I can get it done before I have to go to work. So now it's time to do the little guys. We're going to use the same method. It's a little bit smaller around. So, okay. Where'd my bag of bands go? And there's a messed up band. Okay, Taj Mahal has to move over. There we go. Come on. Out of there. Just didn't want to get out of the bag. Okay. So. Same loom setup. Same thing. I mark what row I'm on. This time we're only going to use this many. So you're going to do your half starburst. It's okay. So half starburst, and then we're going to do the other half up here. Like that. Then you're going to push down the middles, and what we're going to do is we put the band on, and we go round 2 times. 1, 2. That way you get 3 loops on there. Let go. Then you're going to go down and you're going to grab those 3 loops, and I grabbed one of the starburst bands, I think. Nope. Okay. So you grab those 3 loops and you stretch it so it's to the middle of this other one. So you get that. And then we are going to loom out these starbursts. It's a little tight, but that's okay. That's what we want. Okay. That. Okay, so that's what you should have. Now push those down, and we're going to do 5 rows. Same way we did the other one. Hey, get back here. Yeah. Man. It's going to be another hot day. Okay, then you go up and over with the bottom 2. And again, this is going to be the bottom of our thing. So there's 1 row. So this one, pretty much as soon as we can pull up on it, we're going to reduce. There's row 2. Row 3. I'm going fast, but that's because I just showed you how to do it on the other one, so you should know what you're doing. Push it down. That's row 4. And up and over. Well, I only grabbed one, so make sure you get that other one. There we go. And there's row 5. Now we're going to start reducing already. We're going to start with the pointy well, first we got to push these down so we can pull this up. There we go. Now we can start reducing. So we're going to do the end, the pointy part first. Gonna grab the top loop, pull it, it's coming from over here, so we're gonna take it to the other side, grab the other one. Oh, see, I dropped it, but the loop is still there, so if you're quick, you can grab it. Whew. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. Top loop, pull it to find out where it's coming from. It's coming from over here. That'll drop this one too. There. Okay. Push those back down. Then we're going to do a row. So we're going to go up, up, across the whole back, down, down, and then across the front. Maybe. There we go. And then the 4 corners are going to have 3 bands each. So 3 up and over, 2 up and over, 3, 3, 2, and 3. Push those down. Then we are going to reduce these 2 side ones. So same thing. Separate them so you can see which band's which. Grab the top one. Find out where it's coming from. It's coming from over here. So I'm going to go this way. And then the other one goes the other way. Same thing. Pick it up. It's coming from over here. So we're going the other way. Basically just go the opposite way they're coming from. Like that. Then we're going to do 4. So it's going to be across the front, up the side, across the back, and down the other side. And then each of these has 3 bands. So 3, 3, 3, and 3. And then these bands aren't doing anything, so just flip them over. And now we're going to tie these off again. So push those down. You want to make sure you push them down so they don't pop off when you're trying to do this. Ooh! Look at that. It's a big chunk of band. I like when I get those weird things. Okay. Take one band, put on your ring finger, and then on your thumb so you get a little infinity. Go down through the corner. Like that. Grab the thumb band, pull it through. Thumb band, pull it through. And then this one, you pull it off, and you can pull the whole thing off and roll it. and then do the thumb band. And we're going to slip knot it again. Now grab that little pointy thing and pull. And there we go. That's ready for a corner. Cool. Now I'm going to take my little hook again, up through the middle. Doesn't matter where you come out. Grab that little tie off. Dang. Okay, be that way. Grab the loop and pull it in. There. There. Now, go back and make 3 more of those, so you have 4 of those, because those go in each corner too. So you'll have 4 little bumps, and then 4 of these guys that don't really want to stand up right now. Like that. And you'll have one of these on each corner, one of these on each corner, and then when you come back I will show you how to connect them. So go ahead, make 3 more of these. Okay. Yeah. Stay up there. There. Okay, so do that and come back and I will show you how to stitch them on. So you should have 4 of the big spires and 4 of the little spires. I only have 2 and 2, but I want to get this done before I have to go to work again, like I said. So now I'm going to show you how we're going to connect these to the building. First I take my wad of paper out. Ew, look, it's all, the ink's all rubbed off. Where is that hair? There. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to go up through the roof, catch this, and go back down. So first we have to pull a band through there. I'm going to grab 2 bands. I'm going to go through like that. Like that. So I've got that cap band that is holding the little circle. I'm going to grab 2 bands and pull it through. And don't pull them all the way out. Just so there are 2 little loops. Like that. There. See the 2 little loops? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up through this little dent, the little inset in the roof. Doesn't really matter where. I'm going to try to go towards the middle. I'm going to go up through. I'm going to catch 1 set of loops. I'm going to try to hold on to the other set. 1 set of loops, pull it down through, and I think I lost it. Down through the roof. Then I'm going to go back up through the roof and grab that other set of loops and pull that through. So we have both sides of those loops. Then you're just going to take a band and slip knot it. Simple enough. So there we go. There's 1 little spire. It looks funny, but oh well. So just do that on all 4 of your corners, so you get all 4 of your little spires on. Looks really funny. Whatever. I guarantee this is the first rainbow loom Taj Mahal. So, okay. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the big things. Except we're gonna put. Let's see. Put loops over here. Doesn't really matter where, just as long as they're accessible. Pull 2 loops through. So there's 2 loops here. Gonna let go and not lose those loops. There. So there's loops. I'm going to go out one side of the wall, where that seam is. I'm going to get the loops on one finger and on the other finger. Grab one set. Yeah. Pull it through. Then we're going to go through the other wall and go out and grab that other set. So, there we go. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to grab a loop, make a slip knot. Like that. So there's one. I think that works. So do that on all 4 corners. And then I'm going to shove my newspaper blob back up in there. Like I said, I'll probably bring home some cardboard. Pinch the corners so you kind of get a square. There we go. So there's one corner done. So go ahead and do that for your other 4 corners for both the roof and the walls. And come back and I am going to make a quick little thing. I'm going to try to make the doors. If I don't come back, I didn't figure it out. And we'll just leave them off. Which we might just have to leave them off because I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out. So, go ahead, stitch those on, and come back and I will have a short thing on how to do the doors. Thanks for watching. Here is my little door. I'm gonna make 3 more of them, obviously. So this is pretty simple. I'll use 4 rows. I'm gonna go like this, then at an angle, then down 1, then an angle out, and then down on each of these. And then we're going to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 on all 4 of these rows. This is my little marker. And 5 down on this row. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to close off the bottom. Cap this bag off. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do our horizontals. What I did was I did a double band here, and double band here, and then on these I went 4 across, and then 2 across, 4 across, 2 across, 4 across, 2 across, and 4 across, 2 across. So that's what you should have. And the pretty simple looming. do your steps first. Over, up, over, up, over, up. Okay. Then we're gonna go out up the outside 2 rows first. So the outside into this. Oop, missed one. Over that way. Same thing over here, up, and then over at an angle. And our little dog. At an angle. And then we're going to go up the second row all the way to the top. You gonna sit with me, little girl? Little goose. And then this one you just gotta make sure you go all the way to the bottom. There we go. And then we're gonna go up the 3rd row, up to here, and then an angle. Probably the simplest part of this project. Same thing, go all the way to the bottom, get the bottom 2. It's a little tight, so just take your time. Okay, now we're going to take 2 bands to tie that off. And slip that. And pull it off. And then just kind of wiggle it around so it goes into the shape that we need. And there we go. So there's another little door. Go back, make 3 more of those because you need 4, because there's 1 on each side. And then it'll go like that. And it'll just stand off a little bit. I think that looks pretty good. So go back, make 3 more, and come back and I will show you. We're going to use the same method for stitching it on. Okay, so you should have gone back and made all 4 of your little doors now. I'm going to use the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing to stitch these on. The loop is actually going to be part of the stitching, so don't worry about the loop. We're going to do a stitch on each side to hold it on, and then that loop will just get pulled through too. So take 2 bands, and I'm going to go the second one up on the side, like that. Pull those through. So there's loops like that. Same thing on the other side. I always use 2 loops because that way if one breaks, I've still got something there. So there we go. So 2 loops, loops, and loops. Now take our newspaper blob out. You want to try to get it in the middle. Obviously it's hard to tell where the middle is, so I'm just kind of go figure this row is probably the middle. So I'm going to go through. Yeah, that looks good. Grab 2 of the loops. Go down to the inside. Go over a loop. And pull the other two. Like that. I'm going to take a band and make a slip knot again. It's just an easy way of stitching something on. So basically this is going to have loops all over the inside. Same thing, I'm going to try to go up here, grab those two. Oop, and I missed. Pull it through, go over one, grab it, and pull it through again. And grab a loop. Oop. And slip knot it. Like that. So there's our little door. And then we're just going to go up here and go out through the wall. Try to find where the top of that door is. To grab those two tie-off bands and just pull them in. There we go. There's a door. So go back and do all 4 of your doors that way. And look, it actually kind of stabilizes that side. So you should have all 4 of your spires, the big spires, all 4 of the little spires, and then do all 4 of your doors and you are done. I will come back with just a picture of my finished product. Obviously I didn't do all 4 of my spires yet, and I haven't done all my doors yet. So I will be back when I get those finished to show you the finished product. Thanks for watching, and keep watching, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, here we go. This is the finished product. It is pretty big. Here's my hand. It has all 4 of its big spires. Wait, where are they? I can't do this. All 4 big spires, all 4 little spires, and then I put all the doors on. So there we go. This is what it looks like from above. And I think it turned out great. I'm really glad I got to do this. It took me a long time because I kept putting it off and putting it off. And I do like one little part and then I do another part. But there we go. There is the finished product. I hope everybody likes it, and I hope someone actually does it, because like I said, this took a lot of planning and I think it's awesome, and I am sure this is the first rainbow loom building, let alone rainbow loom Taj Mahal. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'm sure I'm going to be putting up other videos. I don't know. I'm going to be making another mural. Maybe I'll do a video on how I do my murals. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Oh, and the links to my Facebook page will be in the description box, so if you do make one, send me a picture on my Facebook page. Thanks a lot.